The bustling lunchtime crowd fills the Golden Spoon Diner, a haze of steam and sizzling bacon hanging in the air. A young woman, Sarah, with fiery red hair and determined eyes, nervously approaches the counter. Behind it stands Silas, the diner owner, a man whose jowls sag with a lifetime of prejudice. His eyes narrowed in suspicion. He wipes down the counter with exaggerated slowness, avoiding her gaze. Sarah, clutching a worn photograph, speaks quietly, her voice barely audible above the clatter of plates. Silas's lips tighten into a thin, cruel line. He snorts, a sound like air leaking from a punctured tire. He slams a menu down, the force making the salt and pepper shakers jump. Sarah's hand trembles as she pushes the photograph across the counter. Silas picks it up, his face twisting into a mask of disgust. He throws the photograph back, his eyes blazing with hatred. "Get out," he spits, his voice laced with venom. Sarah's eyes well up, but her resolve doesn't falter. She stands her ground. Silas, seething, turns his back, deliberately serving other customers, ignoring Sarah's pleas. His hands shake as he pours coffee, spilling some onto the counter. Sarah watches him, her face a mixture of sadness and anger. He finally turns, and with a sneer, slides a plate of food toward her. Sarah hesitates, noticing a subtle shimmer on the surface of the gravy. Her eyes widen in fear. That evening, news reports flash across a television screen showing the diner, now surrounded by police cars. Silas's face, pale and drawn, appears in a close-up. His eyes are filled with terror. The camera focuses on a single detail, the overturned plate of food, now stained a sickly green. Sarah sits across the room watching with a neutral expression, finally at peace. A detective's hand rests on Silas's shoulder, his face unreadable. The next day, the sun casts long shadows across the empty diner. A single, wilted flower sits on the counter, a poignant reminder of the chaos. Sarah's image, a ghost in the memory of the building, is visible. A week later, Sarah stands before the diner, now closed and for sale. She's looking forward, the sun catching the fiery gleam in her eyes. A sense of quiet triumph settles over her face. A year later, a new diner stands in its place, filled with the laughter and chatter of happy customers. Sarah, now smiling warmly, hands a customer their food, hope glimmering in her eyes. The final shot, a close-up on a freshly baked pie, its golden crust gleaming under the warm light. A symbol of forgiveness and a new beginning. The sweetness of the pie contrasts sharply with the bitter taste of prejudice. Finally banished,